Join us on Patreon and become part of our journey to uncover history's untold stories. Your support helps us create in-depth content, bring hidden narratives to life, and keep history alive for everyone.
The history of the Americas is rich with untold stories, interwoven threads of civilizations that thrived, collided, and transformed long before European ships appeared on the horizon. Among these hidden narratives lies the story of the Yamasee, a tribe whose roots, culture, and legacy remain shrouded in mystery and neglect. Within this narrative lies a seldom explored dimension, the existence of black-skinned Native Americans who defy the simplistic categorizations often imposed upon history. The Yamasee tribe, a people of resilience, adaptation, and identity, deserves recognition not merely as a footnote but as an essential chapter in the epic of human history. The Yamasee people first emerge in historical records as a prominent southeastern tribe, intricately connected to the complex tapestry of cultures inhabiting the region now known as the southeastern United States. These lands, stretching from present-day Florida to South Carolina, were lush, teeming with life, and rich with resources that sustained flourishing societies long before the arrival of Europeans. Yet the Yamasee's story, especially that of its black-skinned members, challenges conventional narratives, raising questions about identity, migration, and the shared heritage of peoples across continents. The origin of the Yamasee tribe remains enigmatic, their lineage and identity woven into a broader network of Native American tribes and African diasporas. Some historians propose that the Yamasee were not a single homogeneous group but a confederation of smaller communities that united for mutual benefit. Their connections to other tribes, such as the Gwail, Appalachee, and Creek, underscore their role as cultural and political intermediaries. However, the presence of dark-skinned Yamasee individuals introduces a fascinating element to their narrative. Were these individuals the result of ancient migrations, a blending of African and Native American lineages, or perhaps survivors of pre-Columbian transatlantic contact? Theories abound, but definitive answers remain elusive, leaving room for both scholarly inquiry and imaginative speculation. The Yamasee inhabited a world of intricate ecological systems, where rivers wove through dense forests, and the land teemed with deer, fish, and other sources of sustenance. They were skilled farmers, cultivating crops like maize, beans, and squash, which formed the backbone of their diet and economy. Beyond subsistence, their agricultural practices reflected a deep spiritual connection to the land, a reverence for the cycles of nature that guided their way of life. Yamasee villages, often strategically located near waterways, served as hubs of trade, communication, and community. These settlements were more than mere clusters of homes. They were living expressions of Yamasee culture, imbued with the stories, songs, and ceremonies that bound their people together. The arrival of Europeans in the early 16th century marked a profound turning point in the Yamasee's history. Spanish explorers, driven by ambitions of conquest and conversion, were among the first to encounter the Yamasee and their neighbors. The Spanish sought to impose their religion and culture upon the indigenous peoples, often through coercion and violence. Yet the Yamasee, like many other tribes, did not passively accept these incursions. They resisted, adapted, and negotiated, leveraging their knowledge of the land and their political acumen to navigate the treacherous waters of colonial expansion. As European colonies expanded, the Yamasee became entangled in a web of alliances and conflicts. The tribe's relationship with the Spanish, English, and other colonial powers was shaped by shifting dynamics of trade, warfare, and survival. One of the most pivotal moments in Yamasee history was the Yamasee War of 1715 to 1717, a conflict that erupted in response to the exploitative practices of British traders. Enslavement, debt, and the encroachment upon Yamasee lands pushed the tribe to the brink, igniting a violent uprising that nearly drove the British out of South Carolina. The war's aftermath was devastating for the Yamasee, leading to the fragmentation of their communities and their eventual dispersal. Amid these upheavals, the question of the Yamasee's black-skinned members takes on greater significance. Historical records suggest that some Yamasee individuals were described as having dark skin, a detail that has sparked debates among historians and anthropologists. Were these individuals evidence of ancient African Native American interactions, or did they represent a distinct group within the Yamasee Confederation? Some scholars point to the possibility of African mariners reaching the Americas long before Columbus, citing cultural and linguistic parallels as evidence. Others propose that the dark-skinned Yamasee were descendants of Africans who escaped enslavement and found refuge among Native American tribes. In either case, their presence challenges simplistic notions of racial and cultural identity, highlighting the fluidity and interconnectedness of human history. The spiritual and cultural life of the Yamasee was deeply intertwined with their environment and their understanding of the cosmos. They practiced a rich tradition of storytelling, using oral narratives to pass down their history, values, and beliefs. These stories often featured themes of creation, transformation, and the interconnectedness of all living beings. Ceremonies and rituals played a central role in Yamasee life, marking significant events such as births, deaths, and the changing seasons. The Yamasee's spiritual practices were not static. They evolved over time, incorporating elements from neighboring tribes and, later, from European influences. This adaptability was a testament to the Yamasee's resilience and creativity, qualities that enabled them to endure in the face of adversity. The decline of the Yamasee as a distinct tribal entity does not mark the end of their story. Descendants of the Yamasee can still be found today, their heritage preserved in the traditions, languages, and memories passed down through generations. Efforts to reclaim and celebrate Yamasee history are part of a broader movement to honor the diversity and complexity of Native American cultures. For the Yamasee, this includes acknowledging the role of their black-skinned members, whose contributions and experiences remain an integral part of the tribe's legacy. The story of the Yamasee tribe, particularly its black-skinned members, serves as a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of human history. It challenges us to look beyond the simplistic narratives often taught in textbooks and to embrace a more nuanced understanding of our shared past. The Yamasee's resilience, adaptability, and cultural richness offer valuable lessons for the present, inspiring us to honor and protect the diverse tapestry of cultures that make up our world. As we uncover the lost story of the Yamasee tribe, we are reminded that history is not a fixed, monolithic entity, but a living, breathing continuum shaped by countless voices and perspectives. The Yamasee, with their black-skinned members and their enduring legacy, invite us to listen, to learn, and to celebrate the beauty of our shared humanity. By doing so, we honor not only the Yamasee, but all those whose stories have been marginalized or forgotten, ensuring that their voices echo through the corridors of time.